From the College of Coastal Georgia in Brunswick, Georgia, another semester of the Southern States Showcase just around the corner. John here, Nicole there, and welcome to 2015.
2015, it's going to be another great year for the conference, so let's see what's going on. The showcase starts right now.
The Southern States Showcase on Sports South.
Welcome back to the showcase. In 2015, we are kicking it off from Brunswick, Georgia on the campus of the College of Coastal Georgia. And John, a lot happened while we were off air.
Had a couple of championships decided in the NAI. The Southern States Athletic Conference wanted to stake their claim to a couple of those, but here's the most important story while you were gone.
Water, something most of us take for granted every day. But 320 million people on the continent of Africa live without access to clean drinking water. In order to obtain the necessary water, Africans spend over 40 billion hours a year walking to collect water for their families. A non-profit organization called Bloodwater was formed in 2004 in efforts to help with the HIV and water crisis facing African countries. This year, the SSAC joined hands with Bloodwater in order to help shorten the walk. Martin Methodist President Dr. Ted Brown and Athletic Director Jeff Bain headed the initiative.
I was very excited about it. Jeff Bain and I happened to be in a meeting with the leader of Bloodwater on another issue when it came up, and it matches the recurring values that are represented on this campus. We've had African students as far back as you can read the college history. We have African students here now, and they can speak firsthand about the issue, and so our students just naturally get motivated and mobilized when you talk about this kind of an issue. So I knew, just hearing the basic information about Bloodwater, that it might be something that would resonate with our campus, and certainly it did.
Not only did Bloodwater resonate with Martin Methodist, it became the passion of every school in the conference. What started as an idea at one school quickly became an initiative across the southern states.
Well, it was neat how it all came about. As I told you before, Mike Hamilton and I came up with the idea. I proposed it to our presidents back in the summer meeting, taking their input. I mean, here's what we're going to attempt to do. And I got their blessings, and then I went to our athletic directors and proposed, here's what we'd like to do. It doesn't take any work on the athletics. Let's do it with our champions of character liaisons on each campus. Mike Hall, our commissioner, coordinated all that, had conference calls once a month. We had one young man from the University of Auburn at Montgomery. He put his own website up and got a $2,000 donation from a single a person he didn't even know, anonymous person. So it's kind of neat to see all the different things from Chick-fil-A sandwiches that our students sold on campus and donated the proceeds to it, to see somebody creative and create their own website and get a $2,000 contribution. And I think what it let all of our student athletes know on campus, and coaches and ADs, you know, collectively we got a pretty good thing going when we combine all of our forces together. So the big component that I really gained from it was to see us working together as something instead of competing every Saturday and Friday and Tuesday night against one another.
Martin Methodist collected a little over $2,000, while the southern states as a whole raised more than $11,000, enough money to offset the cost of drilling one deepwater well. This well supplies nearly endless amounts of clean drinking water to a 20,000 person community. In order to symbolize their efforts, the students and faculty of Martin Methodist all got together and with $1 in hand filled the center of campus.
It was a cold day. It was about 36 to 37 degrees, so we were afraid, you know, if the weather may keep us from doing this. And then some of the our students started tweeting and social media saying, you know, we can't let the weather set us back from what we're trying to do to help somebody help live and improve their life. These people walk for hours and for miles and miles to get fresh water. We can stand in cold weather for 30 or 45 minutes. So it almost became a rallying cry. The cold weather is encouraging people to get out and support the effort. So it was kind of a neat thing to do. And again, we like doing it because that was a neat global effort that we wanted to do to help do something to add to our portfolio of what we're doing within our communities.
In only its first year as a conference initiative, it has been more successful than anyone could imagine. With 1 year under their belts, all the schools are ready to keep this going and continue the effort to shorten the walk.
So Nicole, that's our first look back at what happened in 2014, what we missed as we move forward here in 2015.
Yes, and in case you missed anything else, you can visit us at ssacsports.com, where we have all news, scores, and anything you didn't know about what's going on in the conference. We'll be right back.
Because you want more flavor, at Nukes we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Nukes, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
Discover.mga.edu. Discover Middle Georgia State College.
Arrive ready to learn. Graduate ready to lead. Let's get started. College of Coastal Georgia.
Hi, I'm David Alford from the TV show Nashville, and I'm here to tell you about my college. Since 1870, Martin Methodist has paved the path to success for thousands of graduates. Just an hour south of Nashville, you'll find an affordable private college participating in the Tennessee Promise with an educational program designed for you to graduate in 4 years. Come visit us and experience the difference. Experience an education that's personal.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Brenau University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
Welcome to the showcase. We're now standing in front of some tennis practice going on here at the College of Coastal Georgia. And John, we already told him one story, and now it's time for our second.
So what's it like being the new guy or girl? All those new things at school, all the new people you get to meet on a daily basis? Well, on a bit of a larger scale, that's what Middle Georgia and the Knight sports programs are getting to go through these days as the newest member of the Southern States Athletic Conference. And with basketball in season right now, it's a learning curve. Oh yeah, it's a learning curve with a lot of challenges, even for a coach in his 15th season.
Well, it's neat. It's fun. It's exciting. Just the challenge of learning what's going on, the road trips, the competition. It's all different. So we kind of feel like a kid in a candy store right now, and we're trying to get used to it, trying to make it a learning experience. So anything anybody new at something, I guess, would do is we're just trying to figure it all out.
And for his team, it's an interesting January, getting to climb closer to 500 as a team, getting to spend much of the month going through a tough conference schedule at home in Cochran, and even knocking off top 5 William Carey. That's big for developing momentum and developing the program over time. But the players are understanding the challenges as well, and the expectations, they're tempered too.
Big difference is travel. We spend a lot of hours on the road, which our body's got to get used to. And so we can come out the next day after we stay the night at a hotel or something and compete. and that's the biggest adjustment.
Successful season would mean that everybody played their hardest throughout the whole entire season, and at the end of the year, you can say that you gave it your all, no matter how many wins or losses you have.
On the women's side, the keyword is patience as well, and everyone gets that. And once again, it's a month mainly at home as the Knights hover near 500 in wins and losses. But a February on the road will counteract all of that. So learning last month will be huge as the team develops in 2015. At the same time, it's not all about wins and losses.
We're in our second part of the season. This January, we're playing a lot of NAIA, SSAC teams. And we are seeing very early in our tenure that this league is very, very competitive.
And the women's roster, all Georgia homegrown players save only one, is part of that growth. Everyone knows that it's not all about the score on the scoreboard, but setting a path for everyone else to follow who gets to play on the Morris Gym floor.
It's interesting, I would say. I mean, you know, this is our first year, and we're just trying to get it together so we can be a very, a competing team for the upcoming years. You know, we want to bring in a lot of recruits, you know, just so we can build on this program. Well, the expectation is win, basically. That's always what you want to do. But, I mean, group of girls, new conference, do our best, make a name for ourselves.
Clap it up. Clap it up. All right, bring it in. Let's go.
Family on three, ladies. Family on three.
1, 2, 3, family!
So, Nicole, in a couple of weeks or so, when the tennis rankings come out, there's a reason we're standing here. We're anticipating that the College of Coastal Georgia men's and women's teams will be in yellow, which means that's a good thing when it comes to the national rankings. Now, you want to follow everything going on in the SSAC when it comes to Twitter, you can follow them at SSAC Sports. You can follow me, you can follow Nicole, you can follow Scott. And coming up next, you can follow what else is going on here on the Showcase.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse. Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader. Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you? Are you?
Are you?
Hollingsworth takes the snap, thrust out of the pocket, throws deep into the end zone. There's Dawson. He got it. Touchdown, Faulkner. Evans quickly up the field for the Lady Eagles. She finds Hayes in the corner. Hayes for three. Faulkner is the 2013 national champion. They have just painted Lewiston, Idaho, Faulkner blue.
Faulkner University Athletics, champions of character.
Carrie is
inspiring, family, a best value, engaging,
diverse,
military friendly,
enriching,
competitive,
cutting edge,
Christ-centered,
growing,
and the path to your future.
View course schedules and registration times. Apply online and learn more about Cary at wmcary.edu.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
Education should do more than just fill your head with knowledge. It should open your mind and transform your life with the power of truth. At Blue Mountain College, we are inspiring a new generation to learn truth, love knowledge, and live virtue. This is what we teach. This is who we are. Blue Mountain College. Truth, knowledge, virtue.
Welcome back to Showcase. We're now standing in the middle of campus here at the College of Coastal Georgia. And John, there's a lot going on around here.
Established in 1961, the College of Coastal Georgia has seen a lot of change, and you've seen that change here on the Showcase. But let's give you an update as to what has been going on here in Brunswick. While the College of Coastal Georgia has been around in other capacities, functions, and names since the 1960s, it's only been a four-year college for a handful of years. But the vibrancy can be found in all who walk its space and by all the activities and improvements to help foster growth, whether you're talking about the addition of campus buildings or solidifying its cornerstones. For a little over a year and a half, Dr. Gregory Aloya has been in charge as college president, and for this young school, he is wholly impressed with all that's going on.
This campus is about 5 years old as a four-year institution, and I have a hard time explaining what you see here to my colleagues across the country academically. We have a faculty that come from, University of Georgia, from Alabama, Penn State, University of California, Florida State. We have some outstanding faculty. Our graduates get into some of the finest graduate programs in the country. You get into PhD programs at Purdue, you get into Georgia, you get into Georgia Tech, you go to Auburn, you go to Emory, New York University. Our teachers are in great demand, our nurses are in great demand. And then you look at our athletic side, it's just a natural extension of this commitment this campus has in a very unique way. And I don't think I've ever come even close to a campus this young with this type of vibrant energy and passion. And I've been here for about 16 months and I've yet to hear someone say, we never do it this way or we always do it this way. And those are great attitudes not to have expressed when you're trying to make a difference.
What turned it for Dr. Aloya when it came to being a part of the growth of the college was the execution of a simple phrase. And really, for anyone who has the drive to be successful like he does, when you sit down to meet him, you see just how attractive one place can be to pursue a future and its successes by just doing research and listening to what's around you.
Doing my due diligence before I came here, I read their vision statement. And the opening line just took it away and made the statement. This vision statement says that the College of Coastal Georgia will be a college of choice in Georgia. It's not might be, it's not kind of be, not hope to be, not want to be, will be. And that's an affirmation. And I can't think of anything, whether you're in the business world or academic world or you're competing athletically, when you make an affirmation that you will, and that's your statement of your existence, that's a great statement of where you want to head. And I think a lot of that attributes to the talent of the faculty and staff I inherited when I came here, the previous leadership. And there's a unique aspect of this campus that you just can't get your hand around by just looking at the web page or reading the catalog. And that is the support from the community.
And you talk about what everyone calls the it factor, knowing that something is in its right place and its efforts are true. Dr. Aloya sees that effort in everything going on at Coastal.
Oh, I would say that there's an it factor in almost any place you look on this campus, and you look at the athletic accomplishments from leadership within the selection of individual athletes as Player of the Week or Player of the Year or the all-conference teams, All-Americans. And then you look at the efforts of the teams, our volleyball team, our women's basketball team. I can't think of anything. Our tennis program, our golf program, our women's golf won a conference championship. Our men's team won the national championship. These are amazing, magical accomplishments. And you look back at a campus that we haven't finalized our selection of our mascot yet. We're the Mariners, but we don't have a mascot persona. We're in the process of getting the students to make that final selection. We had the faculty, staff, and students look at some options. So that's how young we are, how fresh we are. And in my wonderful journey in higher education, I don't think I've come across a campus so perfectly positioned with a great legacy. And I would put the word it in capital letters and put quotes around it, because when we're done, it's going to be a white and blue color, and it's going to be called the Mariners It, I can assure you.
He also tells the showcase a story about learning an early life lesson, advancing in life, and how it applies to the future of the campus.
If you want to be successful, you do three things, and I have them here in ACES. First of all, you surround yourself with people who are not afraid to work hard. And to the person, there's a group of folks here that come in every day, roll up their sleeves, whether you're teaching in the classroom or answering the phone or running an athletic program. The second thing you do is you find a group of people who have a servant's heart. My dad said you find someone who's willing to give more than they take, and you got a pretty good starting point. And then he would look at me, I was one of 7 kids, and he would say, my mom and dad always called me Gregory Francis when they wanted to give me their good counsel. And he said, Gregory Francis, this third thing will be very easy for you. Find people that are smarter than you and who are willing to work hard and have a servant's heart, and you will not fail. And I think we had that here.
Athletically, in a very short time, 3 years to be close to exact, the Mariners have had an impact not only in the southern states, but nationally, bringing in titles and the hardware that goes with it in a couple of different sports: golf, women's hoops, tennis, and volleyball on varying levels. So the challenge now for the teams from Brunswick is to be ready all of the time, because the Coastal squads have gone from being the hunter to being the hunted. An interesting change for the program.
It's a great thing, and it's a great credit to our coaches and student athletes. I mean, our coaches have done a fabulous job bringing in the right kind of young folks, and it's really gratifying to see teams come in and give us our best shot and to begin to build a little bit of a reputation. I mean, we still have a ways to go, still some things to accomplish, but yeah, it's good, and it's I couldn't have been more surprised and more proud of our group.
But with success, there are growth and growth opportunities, especially in basketball, losing both head coaches from last year, Betsy Harris and Gerald Cox, heading into this season. Carleton understands that this might be more of a growth and transition year on the hardwood, but the legacies those two coaches left have created big opportunities for Jesse Watkins and Jonathan Barbary.
Gerald Cox left us after 32 great years here, and but I'm very happy with the gentleman that's stepped in, and Jesse Watkins has done a fabulous job. And with Betsy Harris, we hated to see her leave, but when you have success like that, people seek that success, and it's good news. It's always good news and bad news. Certainly bad news to lose a valuable member of your staff and team member, but good news is because she had success, it generates a very strong and robust candidate pool, because folks who are looking to be successful know that this is a place where they can come and have an opportunity to achieve success. And so that happened in this case. Betsy left a great tradition, building tradition, and we had a very strong candidate pool, and we're thrilled with Coach Barbary.
So with Coastal growing at such a healthy pace, we always like to ask what the future holds. And for once, we have a president who introduces us to the present as to what to expect for the upcoming time on his campus.
We just were selected in one of the polls that were ranked 14th in the country for most affordable and most beautiful combination together. I think that we, as a college, have that magical sense that we have a mission that we're on, that we're just beginning to realize it. Our best days are ahead of us. Somebody asked me where we'll be in 5 years. I have no idea, but I can assure you we're not going to be sitting where we are now. That's the energy level. And I was attracted by that enthusiasm here, that passion, by the freshness of the campus and by its beauty. You recruit an athlete here. I want mom and dad to know your son or daughter is going to come here and they're going to find a faculty member that's going to challenge them in the classroom, assess them fairly, but be concerned about their well-being. So academically, we want you to be ready for the 21st century, a world that's changing. From the physical location, you can't find a prettier place to go to college if you had to spend January somewhere. And from the complementary role that athletics plays, the role that it plays in terms of adding a dimension on the campus and an enthusiasm and an identity factor, kind of like our front porch, you're not going to find a better expression of it from the sportsmanship of our athletes, their accomplishments in the classroom, and most importantly, they get that degree.
So Nicole, that's your update here from CCGA, but it's also good to catch up with Dr. Aloy as things keep moving forward here in Glenn County.
Yes, it is. And if you want to know more about the College of Coastal Georgia or anything else going on around the conference, make sure you go and like our Facebook page. It's Southern States Athletic Conference. Like us, friend us, right on our wall, and we always are open to new story ideas. All right, well, that's going to do it for now, but don't go away. We still have some other things to tell you, but first, our Players of the Week.
The Players of the Week at the conference level for the week of January 20th are as follows. In men's basketball, the honor went to Belhaven senior guard Jordan Bedford. The Covington, Louisiana native tied the Belhaven program record for three-point field goals made in a game by connecting on 7 of 12 en route to 33 points in a win over AUM. He also knocked down a career-high 34 points in a loss to number 16 William Carey. Bedford leads the SSAC and the nation in points with 457 and is second nationally in points per game with 24.05. On the women's side, it was Loyola's Janicia Neely. The Kenner, Louisiana native had a career-high 30 points in a loss to Bethel, then she added 24 in a victory over Blue Mountain. Neely ranks second in the conference in field goal percentage with 50.5 and is third in points per game with 16.88. Congratulations to both of the Players of the Week.
Because you want more flavor, at Nukes we marinate and grill to perfection. Because you want the latest culinary tastes and trends, we never rest. At Nukes, great food drives us. So we are meticulous in our preparation, obsessed with the quality of our ingredients, and uncompromising about serving you our very best. We believe that sharing a memorable meal is one of life's ultimate pleasures. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seems. Up on stage, in a field of green, on the winding river, in a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
Being at Faulkner is like being a part of a big family. I feel safe here. It seems like I know everybody, and even my professors know me by name.
My faith in Christ has grown a lot since coming to Faulkner, especially working with this outstanding Bible department and seeing the general Christian lives of all the professors on campus.
Faulkner University is a growing, academically strong institution where Christ is the center of everything we do. Visit our website today to see what Faulkner has for you.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Brenau University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
Welcome back to the showcase. You just saw the national polls for the sports going on here in the winter. You saw yellow, which is a good thing because, as always, the southern states.
Well represented.
That's it for another show. So what's up now?
That's it. We're done.
Wow,
Unfortunately,
okay.
our time here in Brunswick, Georgia has come to an end. But don't worry, this is only the first episode of this semester, and we have 9 more. So we'll see you next week on the showcase.
Can't believe my little girl's going off to college. Your mom would be so proud.
Aw, Dad.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
I'll see you soon. Hey, Dad.
Hi, sweetheart. I just want you to know I'm so proud of you.
I'm the one that's proud. How are your classes going?
Brenau University, a Georgia tradition for 135 years. With adult degrees online and in class, families everywhere are discovering pure gold.
The University of Mobile, founded on belief.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
A nurse. Radiologic technologist.
A manager.
A lifesaver.
I'm a leader. Going to make the world a better place.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Going to change the world.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Because of Dalton State.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Are you?
Our adult students are a rare and special type of person. Leaders in the office and the community. Teachers in and out of the classroom. Superheroes without capes. They administer first aid on computers and scrape knees. They are changing healthcare and themselves. Be the best version of yourself with an accelerated bachelor's or MBA degree from Bethel University. Call 1-877-4BETHEL today.